Rock and roll, everybody. Here we are. Heavy metal noise on a Saturday edition out in the hot West Desert. How's everybody doing today? I am roasting. I can't tell you. This is a nice day today. We're in the mid-90s where I'm at, and that is a nice day. Where I'm from originally, I'm sitting at around 110. But where I'm at, there's humidity, and 95 seems like 125. But I'm turning into a raisin, I feel like. But anyway, let's do this, huh? What do we got here? We got some nice fiat paper, we got some maple leaves, and we got some Russian rubles. Amazing coins here. You can't find these hardly. Russian coins are super difficult to find unless you're paying an arm and a leg. You can find them, but they're just not on every corner. You definitely don't see them in your LCSs very often. But so, obviously silver. And what is this video going to be about? It's going to be about, I'm going to give you a little thinker to ponder on. It's kind of, it mind boggled me when I was laying in bed last night, thinking of some ideas to come at you guys with and get your opinions on, and really grind the gears a little bit on inside the brain, thinking outside the box and what it does and our concept. But before we get into all that, I want to give you some fun facts for the stackers out there. Silver from January 1st to today, well, as of Friday, because markets are closed on Saturdays, obviously. Silver up since January 1st to the market close of Friday. 44.23%. That's how much silver is up. That is in third place over everything in the commodities. Say, for instance, like coffee, lumber, gold. And gold actually is up, comes in secondly behind silver. Gold is up 25.74% from January 1st as of market close Friday. And those examples I was just naming off to you, there's a whole list. I would be sitting here for 5 minutes naming off everything, but coffee is like on there. Oil, different types of crude oil are on there. And believe it or not, lumber of all things is number one on its improvements of percentile on the year. It's up like 79%. I'm like, what? How? Why? Wood? I assume of all the building, everybody's building houses, all the construction going on. I don't know why, who is contracting, who can afford houses right now in this crazy market, and I sure the heck ain't gonna advise anybody to be buying, but it is indeed going on. Lumber, number one. Yeah. And silver, I forgot what was number two. But silver came in at number 3, and gold was number 4. Silver's up 44.23%. So whoever's holding this shiny metal is winning. Even gold stackers are winning. And I actually am going to make another video about biasness, because that drives me crazy. So the US dollar for the year from January 1st is down 3.42%. It's a little worrisome, isn't it? We're the strongest, supposed to be the strongest kid in the classroom of all the sick kids, but it is down. And guess what's up? The euro. The European coins. Euro dollar, I should say. Up 6.19% on the year. It's gaining traction. It's surpassing the US dollar by far. I think it's 20 basis points or more above the US dollar. But the US dollar is on the petro dollar, if you want to consider it that. Petroleum, OPEC will only accept the US dollar as of right now. So that's why we're also we're on the petrodollar. But anyway, let's get on with this thing, huh? I just thought throw out some fun facts for you. Those of you who are in the gold and silver markets and are investing into it, stacking this physical, we're winning. We are winning. So let's keep it up. So, the brain, the whole entire brain task today, what I wanted to talk about. Thinking outside of what we're trained, we struggle to grasp. All of our lives, right? We go to school, we're taught certain things, we're pretty much programmed to believe things are the way they are, and that's the way it is. It shouldn't be any other way. Okay? So with that being said, let's pause for a second. Think. Just, what if we look at this, we see $20, we see $20 bills, right? Oh, that's a nice, it gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, yeah, security. What if you woke up and the powers that be, or everything that you came to know, this is just a drawing, it's just something that ain't worth anything. It's got a couple of numbers on there and a nice building. That's it. Everything that you've known or been taught is as good as notebook paper. Isn't that mind-boggling to think that this is absolutely worthless? You could use it for tinder in a fireplace. As an example, your fiat money that we've been using all of our lives, that has value, of our subconscious gives it value, we have confidence in the numbers and the pictures on here. Would it be weird if you saw anything different on, say, $100 without the Ben Franklin on there and it said something else? Because that's what we've always been known. You think of $100, gives you, yeah, that's nice. I'd like a lot of those. Or the $5 Abe Lincoln. What if it even just something as simple as had a different picture on it? It's no longer the Federal Reserve, debt fiat note. It's what it's backed up by is debt. Anything out of our ordinary that we've been raised and taught just seems out of this world. Like, it just throws us for a loop. So with that being said, I wanted to go into, why can't this be what we think this is? Why is this so out of the realm from the governments and people, our local stores, or, production, your tax returns? Why can't we collect our money, which this has been deemed money? It's always got to be this. Look at, for example, this says $5, right? $5 for this, which is stated on the coin. And what we turn around and we look at the market, why does this say $5 when I'm paying $32 for it? Who in Canada actually uses this as a $5 bill? Does anyone that you ever know of go into a store and use a maple leaf as a $5 bill, as its currency printed on it? I have never heard of it. I don't know a whole lot about Russia. This is 3 rubles. You're paying, I saw one price on eBay, and I don't even know where the seller was from, or, between shipping and that. A flat rate without shipping for one of these is $50. Is anyone in Russia using the face value of this for 3 rubles? I got my doubts. I seriously do. But this is exactly good for what is on face only. You're not going to sit here with this in your hand and see a 20, but it's worth 30 or 40. It just doesn't work. This, on the other hand, is worth 4 or 5 times what it says on it. Wrap your head around that. So why can't silver and gold, even your gold coins, 1 ounce is, if I remember right, what, $20? Face? What sense does that make when you're giving almost $2,000 for it? I don't get it. Who's using a gold coin, or it might even be $50, don't quote me, I'm not a big gold guy, but You get the point, right? Who's using a $2,000 investment as face value of whatever it is, what, $50 coin? If anyone came into a store that I owned with 1 ounce gold coin and used it for the face value of, I believe, like I said, $50, you got my vote in a second. I'll take that off your hands. Honest people wouldn't. I know. I wouldn't. I'd stop and be like, do you know what you're actually holding? Why? I don't think you'll want to do that. But if you insist, I'll let you. Thank you for the donation. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Everything that we've been taught and trained, if you think outside the box, any thoughts that come into what our comfort zone inside the box that came from outside, we just, it throws us for a loop, and we have such a hard time comprehending it. Because we got to retrain our brain, get used to something different that, frankly, the powers that be don't want us to do. They do not want this in our mainstream monetary system. Hence, the Constitution states in Article 1, Section 10, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. What in the heck is this for? Congress declared this a legal tender, but it's not back in 1913. The crime of 1913, right? Federal Reserve. Funny how that worked out. This is not backed by silver or gold anymore, but it can be used to pay debt. How? It is based on debt. What sense does this make to anybody? Because it's what we've been trained. This is all we've ever known. Most people are not taught in school. Most, not everybody, but most people are not taught in school that this is actually money, and it holds its value, and it increases, and it goes down too. No matter what, it is actually a tender of debt. Pay this to any person in your state that still accepts it. I live in a state that actually does accept, to pay off debts, silver. I don't do gold, so I look up and I research the silver, but gold can be as well. So I'm just throwing this idea out at you guys. Is it incomprehensible that this goes away? Okay, we put monetary values, reevaluate the real value of this. So, give me your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button. Throw me a like. I super appreciate your time. And I'm going to get on out of here and enjoy your day. Thanks, folks.